Alright, so this is what we have to do here on Sammy Flex TV. Still reviewing the videos act, like I said, ever since the album came out, he has been out and about doing so many stuff, his performances, sold out concerts here and there. And one that caught my attention was his appearance somewhere on the street, and oh my goodness, come see the way he was being protected, bodyguarded, and the action. Yeah, it felt like the video was president, man. And I don't know whether we are also feeling the comeback, at least knowing that he suffered some trauma some few months, yeah, it will not get to a year yet, so some few months ago, and the comeback looks energetic and magical at the moment. Roland, let me start with you. You have been following events. Are you also feeling the comeback of the video?
Yeah, definitely, definitely. This is part of show business, you know. With going on hibernation for some time, yes, you need to come with a
That's
bang.
the wife, huh?
You need to come with a bang, and I must say, Chioma has also been very
That's
supportive.
Chioma.
Yes,
I see.
from when he had to forcibly come into the scene to go and perform at the World Cup. I think Chioma was still beside him. You know, they got married during their hibernation and all that, and that's beautiful. So all these ones are, I think
I
that
don't understand why on this particular stage there were so many people on there. I did not understand. It didn't look so organized.
well, I think it wasn't one of them huge concerts of Davido. I must say, this was right after he announced the Puma signing, when he had to go and do the autograph signing of
I think this is a concert. Look at
yes,
the crowd.
yes, the Puma endorsement. I believe that yes. Subsequently, when he is moving towards his tour, as in the major tour of the video, that is when things we will see an organized stage and all that. This is just one of them things, just to let the fans have a feel of him, sort of. So I am not so surprised. But one thing that hit my mind when I saw some of these videos was the fact that looks as if now, I don't know if we should just let it be and also help them do some of these things. It is because, you know, Stonebwoy is set to release his album, and out of that we realize that he is doing so many things outside Ghana than in Ghana. Same way with Blacko, when he was about to release his project. In fact, he even had his major event outside Ghana before he even came to Ghana. And with the video also, Burna Boy has done it. Now it is the video's turn, and the moment he announced the release of this particular project, he was out of Nigeria, and he's been touring. He left the UK now to the US and all that. So I'm just asking myself, okay, so is this the move for our people to go touch the rest of the world? Can't they touch the rest of the world from here? Is it necessary they would have to be there, make some of these activities and all that? And I believe that yes, the answer is yes. They've served us enough. They've served us enough. When you look at the number of years that these people have been with us, serving us with music and also events and all, and appearances and all that, I believe it is about time they make some of these appearances necessary. And what we saw with the bodyguards around him and all that, that is show business. He needs to make a statement. Davido is not a mere artist, for crying out loud. This is one of Africa's biggest, and of course, just like they would treat any other person or any other big artist from a different country or from the diaspora, it is the same way they need to treat our people, because they are also dear to us. So me, I wasn't surprised. In fact, I was even happy they were giving him this kind of treatment, because at the end of the day, it will also help him in his comeback, to make him feel like, okay, he is still loved and appreciated like he left. And it is not as if when he came back it has reduced or something. So the love is still there, and these kind of things will also boost his comeback or his confidence in his comeback. So it looks beautiful.
Okay, Kojo, how about you? The comeback of the video, are you feeling the heat?
Yeah, because he came back with a mega album, and already if you look at the records of the album, it tells you man is back and ready for business. And all the things that we are seeing out there. For the video, this is US, right?
Yeah.
The video.
No, the performance is in UK.
In UK, but the street video is in US. Yes, for the video, he's been going to US for so many years now.
Yeah.
It's so many years. He's a US boy. He's known very well over there. Exactly. So for Davido, the USA, Davido is an American, proper American. Yeah. So his presence there is very huge. So I'm not surprised to see the ambience, the attention, and the security over there. Yes, Davido is back. It tells you he's gone beyond the
the car number is a London car number.
So
Yes.
this will probably.
So this could be London.
Yeah, the car number is a London car number.
Okay.
There's Puma on it because he did the Puma activation in London.
Yeah, no, the car number. I just saw the car number. The car
Okay.
number.
So this is in London.
Yes. So even if in London, Davido is a global icon. He's known everywhere. Yes, he has bigger collaborations and all of that, and big songs that people know. Recently, he performed at the World Cup, and that is not a joke. So these guys are really.
I see so many charades here.
You see what?
So many charades there.
So many charades.
Yeah. So
that is show business.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, you continue.
Protocol.
Oh no! I see charade. No, you guys don't get it. When is this charade? You see where they were walking at it. Unless you intentionally create something, that scene you just saw won't happen there.
It is show business.
That's what I'm saying. So know how to do it.
Yeah,
they are doing it right.
And he did it right.
Exactly what I'm talking
yes,
about.
Yes, it is just like
how to do it.
Creating a stamp.
But that place you pack there, nobody.
It is just like creating a stamp. So they did it right.
They did it right. Yeah.
So are you saying it is not as if the people came?
Oh, what I mean is
What's the name of the place?
Oh, I don't know the place.
Yeah.
What I mean is that I don't know the exact place. But what I mean is that a usual landing setting, you don't get people chasing you like that.
Okay.
Yeah. No.
Even if you are a big star.
Forget. That's why they have to bring you more security people. So that will let you come across like, okay, so what's happening?
A big star is here.
Not a big star, like what is happening?
A VP is here.
What is happening?
So you think it was staged?
It's just the one card.
It was staged.
It's just the one card. So all the bodyguards, which card they sitting in?
Maybe they have their own car somewhere.
How many were they? Well, but put that aside. This is a normal thing that happens to stars or celebrities.
Trafalgar Square.
Trafalgar Square. Yeah, that was the Trafalgar Square.
London Capuchiers. Trafalgar Square.
Yeah.
Trafalgar Square.
But man is back, and we feel the heat with what the album is doing now. We feel the heat. We're just waiting for bigger things to happen for Davido, because we want him to be fully back to overcome the tragedy and look up to what the future holds for him and all of that. So every support that he needs from people close by and those afar, we need to give it to him. And I want to believe the successes that the album is chalking now, it's something that can comfort him and also give him the assurance to overcome all the pain and the grief and all of that. So big ups to OBO.
Okay. Chamo, come through as well. Let me also hear what you say.
I mean, I think this is standard for big artists or recognized world artists. You are likely to get a treatment like this. So I'm not surprised that Davido is getting a treatment like this, and he has earned it. I think he has done enough for people to notice him or recognize him as a big star when you are talking about artists in this world, especially African artists who are doing so well. You can't mention names without mentioning Davido's name. So I think he has earned it, and he's working so hard to also push his album. I think the promotion is going well. So far so good. I've seen the promotion videos like all over the place. You on even Spotify.
Yeah, that are even telling me.
Yes,
that Spotify is really pushing
it. They are even sponsoring it on YouTube.
Yeah.
Pushing it on their own social media handles, and you see it even when you are on Instagram and other places. So I think they are really promoting the album very well, and the album is also doing well. I mean, they have done a good job. Then Davido, I think he deserves it. He has worked hard for it, and now he's enjoying the success of whatever that he has done in the past.
Okay.
And yes, I think the recovery, he's okay at this point. I think he should be okay. I mean, it will never be that sharp like yesterday you were not okay, today you are fully covered. No, it won't happen like that. It will take time, but he's at the stage that we can say that yes, he's back, he's fully back, and he's doing his thing, and I think he should continue. And so far, based on what is happening, I think he's getting all the support that he needs, and that's also good. I think anybody who can support in their own way should also support and then make it happen. So kudos to him. I think he has done well. Yeah.
Okay. Once on you, have we also noticed some strategic affiliation of Gyakie and the Nigerian kind of music industry? I don't know if you guys have seen that.
Yeah, I think yes, and it's a good move. For me, I think business-wise, that's what's supposed to happen. I mean, you should always go to where you think you get the most out of whatever you want to do. Especially in this,
like she's not playing our league crowd.
Yes, especially in
she's not playing our league crowd because you know she was even part of the Davido show in London. She was the only Ghanaian part of the show.
Yeah, that's good move. I mean, in this business, you can't just stay in your one corner and then do whatever you like and you think that you'll be all over the place. Yes. So I think this is a good move and she should continue. I mean, you start from where you think you get the most out of whatever you are doing before you move to where you are not so sure what will happen. I mean, I can say boldly that Gyakie blew outside Ghana before she came to Ghana. Okay. She was more big outside than Ghana.
To the world, there are some people who even think that Gyakie is from Nigeria.
Yes.
So many people. Many people. I don't know whether that is what she has seen and she's being smart.
Yes, I think the team at this point, they know that. I mean, Gyakie was so huge in Nigeria before even Ghanaians, like those who are not so into the entertainment industry, but they just enjoy whatever is happening before they got to know of her. I mean, one of our own presenters, this guy, I think Mark II or somebody said that Gyakie, if we really want to know that she's big, we should go on the grounds because she's not known there. Or
Mark II.
Yeah. He said something like that.
Yeah, it was Mark II.
Yes, and it's because Gyakie was so big outside Ghana. Like you can hear of her if you are participating on what is going on the internet at that time before we got to know her. And then the Nigerians loved her songs and even the remix that she did with the Omale took her to another level. So me, I think I'll tell the team to still push it if that's what is working. So after conquering that part of the business, then she can come back to Ghana or go wherever that the team think that they can make more gains. I mean, this is business and she should do it. The show-based part, yes, she will do it, but business is also necessary and she should just do all the connection that she can. In fact, especially at this time, she's just coming up now. She has had some form of success, and you can't just stay there and think that you have done well, so you won't move on again. So this is a good move, and I think they should even push harder and get more gains. Yeah.
What do you also see about Gyakie's strategic partnership with her Nigerian friends in the music industry?
Yeah, it is what she has to do, because when she released the first song, it was big in Nigeria. A lot of people outside of Africa and even in Africa thought the sound was coming from Nigeria. And they even had the collaboration with Omale and all of that. So it is wise to know that in this today's game, you are able to determine where your music is flourishing and all of that. So if there's a side that your music is doing so well, why not connect to that and all of that? And Gyakie now is an African star, is a big star in Africa and some other parts of the world. So it is easier for her to connect to Nigerians, because they know and they feel associated to her sound. They like her sound. So it is good to get closer and build that rapport and business link and all of that. And I want to see more collaborations with Nigerians, because they kind of relate to her sound, which is very positive. So kudos to the team as well, because the moves they are making is very strategic. To see her in that top league, Davido is not a small artist, and to have that link with him, and to the point that he can build you on his show and all of that, it is very positive. It means subsequent shows, definitely you can be on that, and there are a lot you can also learn. Gyakie is not in a game for too long. She has a lot to learn, and associating with some of these greats will help you to learn a lot within a shorter space of time. So it's a good thing that is happening, and for me, I love Gyakie. I love her. I wish one day we have a classic collabo, yeah, some highlight. I like her, everything about her. I just love her. She's decent. She's decent. She's decent.
Where decent means?
In how she carry herself and all of that, her dressing and all of that. Exactly, and she's always about the work, you know. And I
think so far she's kept it clean.
Of course, and I love that about. For me, women who are like that attract me. Women who are decent, who are clean, you know, they attract me. So, no, clean, not as in your dressing. Your dressing, the way you carry yourself, you know. Yeah, you know, so. Big ups to Gyakie, Sky, who's doing the relevance. Yeah.
Okay, Ru, how about you? Let's get your opinion as well.
But I mean, I think it's a very good move. Anything that will bring expansion into what you're doing is one thing that I am always happy about. And when you take a critical look at Gyakie's career, you realize that yes, these are the moves that will definitely help her. You can't compare Gyakie to other female artists in Ghana. She's very different. Yes, there are some people who are also very, very known, very, very popular on the ground. I always say that Gyakie is somebody that is very popular on the web. That's Gyakie. It doesn't mean that she doesn't have any presence on the ground. She does, but it is not as huge as the one on the web. And the one on the web is what she's exploring. That is into other countries as well as other opportunities. So this is just one of them opportunities that she has to capitalize on just to expand her reach. And I believe that even her collaboration with Omale and all that is one thing that also helps stamp or give life to whatever vision that she has for her career. Yes, I know when she had some of these collaborations, some people had their own reservations and comments about the particular record and all that. But hey, there is a background conversation or an extension to what you are seeing. It is not only the final result is not only about the record, but the business extension aside the records, and these are all some of them that we are seeing. That for her to be the only Ghanaian artist, even to be on the video's maiden comeback, like his maiden shows were in his comeback. It's very beautiful. Yes, I am very happy for her. At least it will help her to give her exposure as well as expand her reach. And we know Gyakie is now building her brand as a global artist. So definitely this particular move will help her. And I pray that it shouldn't only end here. And it shouldn't only be in Nigeria, but at least it will extend to other African countries or even other countries as well, maybe on the globe. So we can have certain strategic collaborations to help us get some certain exposure in that light. I believe these are some of the collaborations that somebody like Bisakede had, which is why now Bisakede is not even in our faces anymore. Yes, in reason you can't really see whether Bisakede is still in Ghana or is outside Ghana. The next thing you hear about Bisakede will be an article or a news of him being featured on a certain project and all that. And so far, it looks good. At least Ghana is getting some certain footprints on the world map, and it is beautiful. So for Gyakie to be there, I think it's a good news, and congratulations to her.
All right, so still on the mic, let me ask this question, then we can advance the conversation. That should we be bothered when we see Ofori Amponsah in videos smoking shisha or whatever, electronic cigar or something? Should we be bothered? Should we be bothered? Because ever since this video came online, I've seen a couple of people who have been talking about their disappointment or something like that. Okay, so it was an e-cigar. Yeah. I'm sure he's working on something with Fameye or something like that. And this video, ever since it came out, so many people are kind of disturbed, some are angry, some are disappointed, like various reactions, mixed reactions from people. And I'm also asking us that, should we be worried? Should we be disturbed seeing a video like this? Or it's one of those things? Drew, you're on the mic.
Well, I think it is subjective. It is one of them things. Some people will definitely be disappointed. Some of us wouldn't be. Especially if you've been in the space and you know people beyond what they portray. You understand? You know people beyond what they portray. Besides, this is show business. Some people live certain kind of lives that it is more or less like an alter ego, where what they show to some people, where what they want you to see is. Could you worry that?
You see, maybe I would have to give some background a little bit. Sure. The reason some people are a little surprised that this was a man who started his career as a secular or a high life artist. Then midway, he said he's found Christ. So he dropped all the high life and the secular things down. And he started serious prophetic ministry, sometimes prophesying to some celebrities and all. He said he started even releasing gospel songs. He started releasing gospel songs because he felt there was no need for him to be doing these secular songs because they were worldly. Then all of a sudden, we see man has gone back again to his first love. And I'm sure that is where the news is. Not as if, okay, we've seen an adult doing this. No. It's the kind of change of positions concurrently. At every point in time, something else is happening. So, Ru, maybe the background.
Like I was saying, there are some people that will be disappointed, that will get worried. But some of us in the space that we know, some people who have alter egos, that is, they have what they want other people to see. And they have their own personality in their own corner. Yes, some of us wouldn't be so surprised because we know, yes, this is more or less like what I want you to see is what I'll show you at certain times. So some of us wouldn't be surprised because we know beyond what they give the public. You understand? So yes, there are some. In fact, even if he still comes to say that he is still the man of God that he turned and he's not changed, even with this particular video. Me, I would not have like I wouldn't be surprised because yes, I know certain men of God in the space who probably do worse than what he's doing. Just that they don't do it on camera. You understand? Or they don't put it in the public domain. Like I said, they want.
Men of God.
Yes. Oh, there are men of God who drink before they even mount the pulpit. It's there.
They are your friends.
You said they are my friends.
They are not
my friends, but I see them
doing it.
Oh yes, of course.
How do you see them?
How do I see them? Because I sometimes find myself in
with them.
Yes.
Then you are your friends.
No, don't be mistaken.
Ew,
Somebody like Chemu can lead me to a meeting. You know, Chemu works with so many men of God. What I'm saying is that somebody can lead you to a certain quarters where you chance on things. It doesn't mean that those people are your mates or they are your peers. You understand? Yeah. It doesn't mean that way.
You just happen
to find yourself there. Yeah. Exactly. And on part just say, oh, bye, and I will be boom bright. Because if they want the public to see, they will let them see. If they don't want the public to see, it is not in your place for you to go and tell the public that.
Wait, have you seen a self-styled Christian or a man of God leading a congregation? Like there are differences.
A man of God leading a congregation, it is not a self-styled Christian. It is not
smoking and drinking.
Oh, it is not. It is not even how do you call it? A common floor member or somebody who is just in church.
Someone who leads a congregation.
Yes.
He was drinking and smoking.
Oh yes, and yeah, this
like
is
what we have seen.
Of course. Some people will tell.
The next day he went to church to preach.
They some people take it and go. They will tell you. Most people. That is why some of them don't have a problem with people who drink. We treated this topic on this platform before. Some people don't have a problem with people who drink because to them, it is all about what gives them that urge for them to do what they want to do.
Okay.
You understand? There are some people that it gives them certain motivation or some form of upliftment for them to do what they want to do. Exactly. So some people would want to do it. So if somebody is drinking or somebody is smoking and portrays to be a man of God or even a Christian, they wouldn't see anything wrong with it. You understand? So it is just about what the person believes in. So that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't even be surprised, even if after this video, Ofori Amponsah still comes to say that I have seen you and like I saw you and I saw certain visions about you and I am still the man of God that I changed. Oh yes. How about you? No, what somebody like you used to believe in his prophecies.
I met him in London and
of course.
They were real. No, like for real, he told me some things, like things like real things.
So if he is to call you, right now, as we speak.
Never again.
You have to think twice.
Never again. No. What I'm saying is true. We met in Confidence Hogan's house.
Oh yes, you've told me the story before. Yes, you've told me.
Like he was telling me some practical things about my life. Say, hey,
whereby you even want some people not to joke with certain things that he tells them. Yes, I remember so well. So yes, you see, some people wouldn't be disappointed. Like I said. Even in our current space, if we are to pick certain men of God like Reverend Obofo, Chilaboso, and the likes, Nigel Gyakie and the likes, you realize that these people do certain things or they exhibit certain behaviors that the general public or certain people would deem it as we now just like we are saying, I wouldn't take it. But still, you go to their churches and you see congregation there. You understand? So those people still wouldn't let their pastor bring a friend and say whatever smoke or whatever thing that they bring to the pulpit and come and smoke in front of them or drink whatever they want to drink in front of them. They still wouldn't have a problem. Okay. Because to them it is what is in the man that they are looking for. Not what the person is doing.
Well, Kojo, how about you? Are you also surprised with what you have seen?
It's ridiculous, you know. It's highly ridiculous.
Why? What makes it ridiculous? He's an adult. And as an adult, he has the opportunity to do what he wants to do.
Of course, you have the opportunity to do whatever you have to do. So you have to have a sound mind, okay, and put yourself in a good light to the public. You be in charge of your own life. Don't confuse yourself and the people who are following you. who told him the kind of songs he was releasing was evil. That to the extent that he now realized he has found Christ, so don't even play my songs. It is evil to play my song. Who put him into that light? That was where everything started. That was where he messed up everything. And now putting yourself into that light, now you have become a born again. You want to do the work of God, releasing gospel songs, working in the church and all of that. Sooner than later, we saw you back, granting interviews that even was captured that God never called him. Like it was a missed call or something. Then,
he was saying that?
Of course, in an interview with Delay, he said no, God never called him and all of that. And you want to come back to do your secular music. You have the right. God has given us the free will to do whatever we want to do without any worries or that. You can do whatever you want. So why do you worry yourself? Why do you burden your own self as a person?
You think what he's doing is
He's burdening his own self. He's confusing his own life and all of that. You have the freedom to choose wherever you want to be. That is how the world is. But don't try to please people. At the end of the day now, we all know you have a gift. Yes, if you follow his history, he started from the church. He was a choir leader, and now he moved to record secular songs. And after enjoying a lot of success in the secular side, you decided that no, it is time for me to pursue my calling, as in the gift of God that is on me. Okay. I want to use it. So some of us, we felt, Charlie, man has achieved a lot with secular music, so it wouldn't be so much of a problem if he wants to now pursue gospel music or do the work of God. And in fact, he was doing well. I even saw there were churches out there.
Yeah, he had churches.
Exactly. Yeah. Churches were inviting him abroad to come and even preach, because the kind of lifestyle he has had. And if such a person want to preach to you, it is something that masses will gather to listen, because this is a person who has been standing in front of thousands of people, singing to them. We all know the kind of lifestyle associated with this, our industry and our business. And so if someone goes through it successfully and now decide that I want to do the work of God, it is something that people want to listen to what such a person will have to say. And I believe he would have been a success. Because the first gospel song he released, as in that song was good. Yeah. But he came later to say it's difficult for him to write gospel songs. He's finding it difficult to write gospel songs. If you want to do secular, it comes easier. But now it's difficult for him to write gospel songs. Yes, you can still change your mind and come back. We at times we get deceived. Our understanding of things may differ. When we grow up, we get a more clearer view. So if you switch that, okay, don't play my songs, and now you've realized, no, I think I got it wrong. I'm not doing what I was doing is I was singing about love, and love is also about humanity. The Bible also preaches about love. So I want to come back. Nobody can stop you from doing that. But how you do it matters. We all know how he ended up becoming a public ridicule with quotation. He goes for interviews. They ask him about quotations. He can't even quote and all of that. Man, why are you worrying yourself? Why are you troubling yourself? Feel free. Live life. Now, a man of God that we all know, smoking with Fameye, your own small boy. What kind of peer pressure is that? And Fameye is not even your peer. This is your nephew, for crying out loud.
Okay.
And Fameye is influencing you to smoke or what?
No. Oh. There's a wrong statement. What do you buy?
It does not Fameye's video.
Now Fameye is influence.
How do you understand by influence?
So what do you mean by Fameye? So when you say Fameye is influencing, then you are saying that it was Fameye who induced him.
Fameye, he was motivating him.
Then
listen to the sound. No, listen to the sound.
Then you don't smoke Ofori Amponsah.
Have you seen Ofori Amponsah smoking?
This is not the first time Ofori Amponsah is smoking.
On internet.
Not on internet.
Are you clear? What are you talking about? My friend, we are not talking about. Some of the statements you make, you say even you know a pastor who smokes. Is it the pastor your friend? Yes, say.
Oh yes, and that's
or check that. So Ofori Amponsah, you are saying Ofori Amponsah is a smoker.
Ofori Amponsah first time on this smoking. What
so
are you saying?
So he's a smoker.
Oh yes.
Okay.
Oh yes.
Okay. For me, I've not seen him smoking live. And that's the influence I'm talking about. What to motivate Ofori Amponsah to smoke live on camera.
Exactly.
So that's why I'm saying Fameye influenced that. Because if Fameye on the camera and I think in the video he say, oh, Fameye, see them and Fameye and all that. Video now. Give us sound.
There's a copyright.
Oh really? This one? Yeah, this one too?
There was song at the background.
So senior, or say, who the bell call air? Also, senior man, forget to Fameye.
If it is
live,
they are fine.
Yes. Forget your Fameye.
They were playing the Amponsah song at the back.
Okay. Yeah. So what? Yes, this is Fameye. This is their lifestyle, and we all know Ofori Amponsah. This isn't his lifestyle. That is where the influence come in. Forget about that. We don't know. Whatever you are doing, in your chambers, we don't care. But when you come out and you portray it in the public, that is where we have our problem. That is where people can criticize and judge. I don't care if he smokes in his chambers, but when you come out to public, you are putting yourself to much more ridicule. At the end of the day, we are looking at your music, how you'll be able to come back and establish yourself once again. Because look at his repertoire and all of that, and he himself messed everything up. So how do you come back? And this is not how you come back. This is definitely not how you come back. I don't know the kind of people around him, because clearly you could see a lot of wrong decisions that he made that has led him to wherever he is now. So if you want to come back, if you are recording a song with Fameye and all of that, it should come well. This is show business, not, and the perception is very key. The mind that people have about you is very key. If you decide to forget about it, because we know you as a pastor, we know you as coming back to secular, then now you want to give us smoking videos and all that. But for me, I'm not for it. I'm not for it.
Yeah, this is. Yeah,
and
tell me lies to me. I don't even know how to start this. The whole thing is, I think first of all, Ofori Amponsah, I think he's confused as to how he wants people to see him. I think after going back from secular to gospel and then going back to secular, it's not a good decision that he made, especially based on the fact that he said a lot of things that it will be difficult to defend now. He could have just said that, okay, now I'm a pastor or prophet or whatever, do your thing, don't come and say anything bad about the secular thing and later come back to it and all that. It will be difficult to defend, and I think that's what is causing all this. People now see him like, so what do you mean? Or you are just, yes, or you just want to take advantage of where it is good for you, or you think you can make something out of. At the time that he was doing his pastoral work or the word of God, some people said that it's because he wasn't making enough. That's why he decided to come back. And you can't fault those people based on what he said. That's the whole thing. Me, I love the song that when he decided to come back, he released with Sarkodie Alewa. I mean, it was a good song. It
was a banger.
But it couldn't go far because of what he had said earlier. Like, people were not paying attention to the song, but rather the things that he had said. So even when he went for an interview at that time, they will be asking him about what he said instead of asking him about the song and how he's going to push it. So I'll advise him to be careful how he acts in public, especially this thing that he had done. I mean, it's not so unusual that people smoke or anything, but now it has become an issue because of the personality involved, because of who he is and what we know him for. I mean, as pastor, we are expecting you to do things in moderation. Let somebody come out and say that you smoke, and others will say that no, we haven't seen you before, and let them argue or something like. So at that point, you will be in the middle. People will not be so sure where you belong. But if you come out like this, put it in public, because you are on video, many people will see it. It's e-cigar, all right, but they're still smoking. Yeah. So how are you going to defend it? And it's not like you'll be the first person to smoke, or we don't know any other person smoking. No. It's because of you in particular, the personality that you are, and the influence that you have. I mean, he was a good musician. He was writing good songs. He is. Well, it's been a while that he released. That's why I used that word. But yes, he's still a good musician. Let me correct myself. He's a good musician. He can write good songs. I mean, we heard him saying that he even wrote "Born Again" for Lord Kenya, and "Born Again," come on, it was a banger, hit song. Yes. And even that song will qualify as a gospel music. So I'm even surprised. I've not heard him saying that he struggles to write a gospel song.
Yeah, he said it.
Yeah, but so when you say some of those things, then it's like you are putting yourself in trouble. After calling yourself a pastor or doing the work of God and all that, and then you say certain things, and before we know, you are smoking on camera, everybody is seeing it. It will not make you look good, and people will not pay attention to your song, but rather your behavior. So I will advise him. I mean, he's a senior man in the game. He has done enough to have the kind of respect that we give him, and he should maintain it. Because if you don't behave in a certain way, and people begin to see you in other way that will not be so good for your image, you are in trouble. You will go down, it's like you are going down and nobody is stopping you or catching you for you to come back. So I would advise him to be careful how he behaves, especially on the internet, because it will have effect on his music career now because of his past.
Yeah. Okay. Well, still on the mic, Chemo will continue with this for me. We have chanced on a video from actress Christiana Awuni, and in the video, Christiana Awuni was warning females or women that never go in for a man who is not successful, or better still, a wealthy man, especially when you have to decide on who to marry. According to Christiana Awuni, who was talking to Kofi TV, Keresi and disappointed. So yes, let me continue. Keresi just got my attention because another one. The woman is saying that if you're a lady, make no mistake going in for a guy who is not successful with the intention that, oh, we are all going to build together. The woman says, never. Like, if you're a woman, don't try it. Don't go and deal with any man. Because if you go at the time that he doesn't have anything, the moment he gets money, he will let you know his choices and his taste. Yeah. And you'll not fall into that category, and you weep. In fact, you will gnash your teeth. That's what the woman is advising. Are my people here in line with her or not? Let's watch a section of the video. Then when we come back, Chemo, who is on the mic, will start this for me. Social pressure.
A banissing. Tina me can't say, Oba wusi su. A banissing. Tina me can't say, Oba wusi su na be warrior. Worry do whisker. And Kowari will be at one in a bed bread. Mean some by yeme. Gana forbid the woman no be see me show or china be dimatem so. Men found who dimatem na me grow. Because Bemo ye no who oba a fatan. Bemo whisker and who oba a fatan. A fatan say one in a match, one on a would presentable. We say we in Yansa, what go school I say. Na in oyo yenia. Obia.
Took a first can nipper,
yes. So bet yemia. I got 4 billion in mre. Depi. And then Mrea and Ibia bank of 4 billion in blue. What will do a one? Depi. And then Mrea and Ibia bank of 4 billion in blue. What will do a one at Juma?
Well, so Christiana Awuni is a famed actress here in Ghana, and she thinks that if you're a lady, woe unto you if you go in for a poor guy. With the mindset that we are building together for the future. She says, Sune. Don't do that. Make no mistake. Chamo, is she right?
Yeah, she's right to some extent, but not, let me say, fully correct. Let me use that word. She's not correct in certain areas, but if you just look at it at the surface or superficially, she's right. I mean, ladies or women, they sustain our population. They make it work the way we want it to be. Or ladies play a very significant role when it comes to the next generation or the next people that we have in the society. And the point is that because they decide the good or the people that they think can survive whatever hardship that we are in, that will decide the next generation. So they have to choose the best people in the system who can give protection and who can also be providers, so that the next generation will come on. Because if you just choose any useless person or any somebody who cannot provide or protect, then you are in trouble. Your generation will just go off. Because without protection and providing for your family, what else can you do? You will have a bad family, or you will have a family that cannot survive the next generation. So it's really important to choose the best in the system, so that we move to the next level, or the generation will survive. So if you are in any family and your sister or your daughter or whoever is not choosing the right man to come into the family, it means that they are destroying the family. That man who is coming cannot protect your sister, your siblings, or whoever, your nephew, your daughter, or whatever. What will happen is that your family will not survive the next generation, because we are in very hard system, or the system is not fair to anybody. You have to fight to get your position in life. So if you are not going with the best, how are you going to fight? You need somebody to protect you. So superficially, she's right. You need to choose somebody who can provide and protect you. And in that sense, if you are poor, then you'll be lacking in that area. You can't provide for your family to survive. And it may be difficult for you to even protect, because at this point, having money or having some resources that you can use to provide will automatically give you some form of protection. So she's right in that sense. But where she may get it wrong, or she may not be giving them a good advice, is that if you tell ladies to just go for rich people, what you are saying is can make some ladies have delusion, or they will they overprice themselves. Let me put it that way. And overpricing themselves is they may not choose a moderate guy who is willing or has something to do that can, I mean, you'll be okay, fairly okay. You rather be thinking about wanting certain things that average guy cannot do for you. So you, instead of keeping that average guy who can help you in life or who can build with you, no, you will be rather thinking about a rich person somewhere who can provide certain things that you may not even need. You want a car, so you don't want to go in for somebody who cannot buy you a car. But that somebody can make sure that there's food at home every day, you have a place to sleep, you have some moderate clothes to have, like that moderate thing will be there. Yeah. Yes, but this kind of advice will rather let them think of getting the best in life. And the thing is that, yes, you may wish for all the best things in life, but you will not always get them. So if you are always thinking like that, you will also not make good decisions. That, in fact, I think it is part of the reason why we have a lot of baby mamas and other forms of that promiscuous lifestyle coming from some ladies. It's because they wish for the best, they want the best, so they are always going for the top guys. And in fact, the truth is that the top guys are really, really few. So if you are going in for them, know that you are going to compete with other 10 or 20 ladies. And that guy will not mind impregnating all of you and ignoring some of you and taking care of very few. So this kind of advice, yes, you should always go for somebody that can provide and protect you. But be careful not to just go overboard. I think you want more than the... It's more like a wishful thing, not the basic thing that you need. That's where the issue is. And if you want to see this in real life, just look at the lives of most of our celebrities. They are the ones on top. So the ladies are just going in there, and our people are also doing justice to them. Almost we be fine. So it's like you are advising them to go for the top few. And if they are going for the top few, this is what will happen. You'll get a lot of baby mamas because they won't go for moderate guy. They won't go for broke guy. In fact, if you are moderate, you can give the basic thing. They will still see you as broke. Yeah. Because or a car, you couldn't buy the car for her. Yeah. So you are broke. That's why you don't have a car. But that's not it. The standard is not that high. And people don't stay in one place for a long time. I mean, there have been a lot of researches. And I can mention Thomaso. He had a fantastic write-up saying that, in fact, only few people stay poor where they are till they die. Yeah. In fact, you can be poor today, but in 10 years' time, your life will improve. Fortunes, yeah. Yes. So if the ladies are aware of this, sometimes they can also make decisions based on your potentials. They can see something good in you. Why not? They may go with you. And she's saying that most of them will disappoint. Yes, and that one too is true. Because men will always take whatever is available to them. So in their position now, if they are not making enough, whoever is in their lane, they will take you. But if they are making more money, they are likely to go for yes. Yes, they will have options at that point. So yes, but you still have to take that risk because that's how the world is. So me, I will advise the ladies that yes, go for a provider, but don't be outrageous in whatever you are looking for. Yes.
Kojo, what do you also think about what the woman is saying, Christiana Winnie?
Gaskia.
What is Gaskia?
Gaskia.
Truth.
Oh,
Gaskiani. Yeah, Gaskiani. She just spoke the truth, and the emphasis of the statement is that do not, if you have the option of going for a man who is already settled, don't go for the one that will say, come and let's build it together. Because he will leave you after it has been built. That is what the woman is saying. If there is a certain Sammy Flex who is already built, don't go for Roland. And Roland will tell you, let's build it together. That's what the woman is saying. And that is a fact. Men.
So you could do if a lady comes and you like her and you have to
leave her.
You know my policy. Me, I will wait and get what I want. Then I'll go for what I like. I will never waste your time. That's my personal policy. Because men, when some women come into their lives, and it's not because they love the woman, but because of that little support they are giving to you in that your state. So the lady will come cook for you, give you small money. Let that man become okay. Boom! He will dump you and go for their spec. And it is a basic thing with men. So what the woman is saying is, yes, when you build it with a person, and now the person is well grounded, you are okay, instead of the two of you now coming to enjoy your sweat, then now the man, their vision will now open. This is the time they will see big booties, big boobies and all of that. And now they'll go for what they want. And then the woman, you will suffer. So you will regret the decision you took. Because when it comes to love and affection, it is very sad that at times there's a rich man, but you don't have that affection for that rich man. As a woman, you love that poor guy. That is your affection. So you may, is there anything? So you may want to choose that person, but this is a reality that it gets to a point of time and that person will disappoint you. Yes, it cannot be for everybody. There are some that has worked. Ladies will support the men, and the men will also glorify them when they become okay. So there are other instances like that. But when you weigh the options, definitely the greater percentage is the fact that women who have supported men to get to a certain level, they if they don't dump you, still they will cheat.
And there are options.
So if you were poor, most of them will not do that.
Yes, because you don't have options.
Exactly. So because we have worked together for you to become okay, that's why I heard some other time that some ladies are praying that their husbands who their businesses and their financial status will come down. So that they will be sober. They will be sober because men, if the men don't have money, come and see. Oh baby, my dear, it's not easy. Work is bad and all of that. Let them get money. You see, so and even at the latter part of her the interview, she said, find somebody who is working. She said it. So that is where it even make her argument very beautiful. That, yes, if you are working, you can provide something. You can also bring something on the table. Not the quarter type. All they bring is this. Come and give you sex, unnecessary sex. Orgasm. All they can offer is orgasm.
Sex is not necessary.
It's not necessary.
All they can give. All they can give is orgasm.
And you think orgasm is
Master. If they can't provide anything, that is what Christian Aouni is talking about, because that person that you are providing for in exchange of orgasm, when the person becomes get something in his hands, he will dump you. Their eyes will open like Adam after eating the forbidden food. No, hey, eye clear. Now you become to see beautiful things, and all of. So the statement is solid. Just that it will not work for anybody. It will not work for anybody, because there are some men who have also stayed true with their women when they supported them. But the percentage is like that. So me, it's my policy. If I don't love you, not because now you are coming to cook for me, you are coming to wash my clothes and all of that, so I will waste your time. Then when I get money, then I will dump you. So I'll wait and make sure I get what I want to get. Then I'll go for what I want. It's fair like that.
to own you to cry.
Oh, say no, it's not about own review. No, it's different from own review. It is different from. That is different. That is different.
What is different?
I'm not poor. I'm not poor. I work. So it's not about no anybody coming to me. No, any woman that comes to me now, it's not. She's not coming to support me. It's not like she's coming to build with me. We are there.
But you are
okay. I'm also okay.
So what are you also providing?
I give. All around.
Can you buy
not giving her the same.
No. Not everybody wants car. Listen.
Not everybody wants car.
No.
You're not giving her the same thing you are talking about.
Is that only? Not alone. Not that only. Oh, when they need something, you assist. When you see something, you buy for them. When they need money and you support them.
Yes, man.
It's not about kwata. You are not coming to help, like you are coming to support my music business. Okay, like I need money to go to the studio. You give. Then when I blow up, I dump you. That is not it. Whatever relation we have is mutually beneficial. We all benefit from each other equally. You are not coming to establish me. But what this man, we have ladies who support. There are some who can sell their fortune to support their man. And that one, when they get there, Charlie,
looks like you have something different to say.
He doesn't have anything different.
Support their brother. These people have this business. The thing is that, you see, just a little of what she said is true. Maybe I am terming it little because when you expand the whole conversation, there are things that will make what she's saying not so relevant. Entirely true. One is because it cannot be for everybody. And two, because the specific people that he wants these ladies to go for are just few. So technically, what she wants the lady to go for is just a smaller percentage of the whole conversation. That's it.
But those smaller people, they are the center of attraction at the time.
So what she needs to tell these people is to make sure they take the right risk. Because whatever decision you take,
right risk.
Yes, whatever decision you take is a risk. This is it. You see, the wealth that we are talking about is not something that you can say it is more or less like a straightforward jacket. No. It is just a handful of people who have even been able to maintain their wealth from even more than a decade. You understand? So this is something that goes up and comes down. And at every other point, man's needs it rises up and comes down as well. Or it changes from time to time. So this is what it means. If you see somebody with a potential that you think that, okay, building with this person, because the mere fact that even if we have one person who has been able to stand that, okay, you built with me, and when we got there, I was able to stick with you, it is a clear indication enough for you to say that somebody cannot also take that risk. So if you see somebody that has a potential,
bulk majority.
Oh, Master Tobasi.
The bulk majority.
Where is your research? Which one is the bulk majority? No. So what she needs to tell people is that, what she needs to tell people is that, or these girls is that, take the right risk, or weigh your risk before you take them. If you see somebody that has the potential that can meet your need or whatever you want, just go for it. Because at the end of the day, we have so many people who have themselves entangled with certain rich people. Yes, they have certain form of provision, but protection they don't have. Peace. Wait.
The rich man could give
Wait. Oh, yes, of course. Peace.
How?
Wait. Protection they don't have. Peace they don't have.
Protection.
Okay, so peace they don't have.
You can use that one.
Peace.
Wait,
It is not a no. If peace were to be, if peace were to be just a name, we wouldn't have people even fighting on the internet, insulting themselves back and forth over one man. You understand? This means that these people,
you don't know these broke niggas.
They
they worry. This
This
broke nigga. It's better for a rich nigga to give you trouble than a broke nigga.
That is you.
That's what the woman is talking about.
You, and it is her. See, if peace were to be that common, yeah, we wouldn't find these people fighting over one man. And so what? So at the end of the day, ask yourself what you want. Some people would want their peace of mind. Some people would want provision. Some people say, oh, men are moved by what they see. Some people would also say men want peace in wherever they find themselves. So that is why in certain instances, men will leave certain women, not because they are ungrateful to those women, but because they don't find peace in them quarters. So let's not mix these two and say that, oh, when you had nothing, I was there for you, and when you have something, now you ignored me. Let's ask ourselves that. What changed? Most of these conversations, you go inside and you realize that these are not the men's fault.
Oh, Massa.
Oh,
really, you are twisting it.
No.
Defensive. Oh, you are trying to defend the indefensible.
I am not defending the indefensible.
What is this?
Most people, no.
It's simple.
Exactly. And you see, same way. I believe that because some men want peace, they would want to compromise until they have options to exercise. And that is when they will exercise their options for peace. It is not as if they are being ungrateful to the woman. No. It is not as if they are being ungrateful to the woman. So what she has to tell the people, like I'm saying, is for them to take the right risk. Because there are some people that they can pose as rich people today. And we know riches can just turn overnight. You can hit the ground in a twinkle of an eye. It is not as if we don't have these things in the system. No. That's why I'm saying the people who have been able to maintain their wealth over a decade in Po are just few. But there are some people. Chemo in his submission says something that even there is a study that shows that it is just few men who die poor. After a decade, there is that huge possibility that most poor men are able to elevate to a certain level. So if you are able to think and you see that, okay, somebody has a potential. It's not just about going for somebody who cannot provide you or even give you protection. These are the two basic things on you getting yourself involved with somebody. If the person cannot give you these two things, you back off, and that is just a chunk of what she said. But if you see somebody that has a potential that, oh, in 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, 10 years to come, sure, you can get some of these things from the person. Besides, it is not guaranteed. And yes, straightforward jacket. We have rich men, who have married so many of our ladies and have left them hanging, and now they are depressed. They are now options. So ask yourself, would you prefer to take a risk and be a number one sport to an average person, or be an option to an exceptional person and get depressed? Now, these are the two that you need to choose from. These are the two that you need to choose from. Because if it has to do with rich men who have married people and have left them hanging, we can name so many of them in this country. We can name so many of them in this country, including marrying our own celebrities, and they are there fighting on the internet. We see them. We see them. So ask yourself, okay, Abrantia Menini Nami, say 5 years time, 10 years time, it is also about you studying what the person wants. Because sometimes it is not just about you, okay, saying I am providing for the person. I am providing for the person without you knowing what the person really wants. There are some people who need just motivation. Some ladies will just come and offer you sex. And at the end of the day, you hear certain conversations of when he had nothing, I was there for him. Meanwhile, they were providing orgasm.
Only orgasm.
Only orgasm.
Nothing else.
Nothing else. But then, change right now. Without them studying what you really wanted to. Then change right now, go for what you really want, and they will come and tell you are being ungrateful.
What the woman is saying is true.
That is, no. I did not debunk entirely.
At that time,
what was available?
At that time, you person was going to motivate you to do something. What was he going to motivate you to do? Because you may be jobless.
No, but you have a potential to. No,
having the potential doesn't mean you are doing it.
Of course.
Having the potential doesn't
everybody
mean
has a potential.
Whoever will come to add to you is at that time that you are on it.
So let me give you this. There's somebody that can give you orgasm, but will not give you peace. At that moment, you needed orgasm.
So
you compromise to get the orgasm. But when you're okay, now you would want to exercise your options. Now, the person did not even take time to study that, oh, this person doesn't need only orgasm, but needed orgasm and peace. So at that moment, would you be labeled unfair or ungrateful when you decide to exercise your options of finding peace?
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes, and you will be labeled. Because you compromise your peace. Why can't you compromise it now? It's because now you
have money.
Exactly. And that is the risk these young girls should think about before they make. I have made a statement that there are some people who have gotten themselves entangled with certain rich men, like she's pushing them to do, and have become options.
Finally,
have become options to people, and are in certain kind of states. And there are some people who have also taken the risk of building with some of these young men, and are now their ride or die. They are now the queen of these empires. Of course. So it is just the bottom line is risk taking. Whatever decision that you want to take, think about it and take. But it is not it's not a straightforward jacket. The person who is poor today, that you would want to leave for that rich man or become a rich man's option, in the next 10 years can be that same rich man. You will be an option, and somebody will be the main game.
That's a motivational.
It is
not
a
motivational talk.
It is not motivational.
If you are talking about risk, now taking a risk with somebody whose future is not guaranteed, and somebody who has made it, which one is more riskier? If you are a woman going to somebody who you are now going to hope, like in 5 years' time, they can be well, and somebody who can take care of you, whether you are a 5th wife or a 6th wife, the person you have something to hold on to.
The higher the
which one is?
The bigger the.
The higher the risk,
the bigger the returns.
Yeah, Paul. You seem not to agree with Roland. I also know.
It was just pussyfooty.
Some messages. Frederick Apia, good evening, everyone. Okay, Chukwusi says, why is Roland glasses giving blind vibes? And Love comes to say, I know, right? Roland glasses there. The Roland is always sitting close to Sammy. Hey, Kazim Oyedechi says, good evening, brother Sammy. This is the first team of Sammy Flex. Hello, Solomon Dodo, aka Chemo, the guy with the wisdom of biblical King Solomon. May you never die young in Jesus' name. Then Kazim Oyedechi comes against the shouts to Kojo King. The unbiased and honest analyst. He doesn't analyze with emotions. He analyzes with facts and figures with empirical evidence. Numero uno says, Ofori will always remain a great high life artist. That is his calling. We have to stop thinking mediocre that only pastors are preaching the gospel. This has been the downfall of most of these converts. Kazim Oedechi says, shouts to Roland Amate, a model analyst, and he's also the Ghanaian Minister of Women Affairs. His life is looking good because of casual ladies, one organic love from Nigeria. Number uno says, Kojo, some pastors do smoke. Allow Ofori to live in peace. He has the right to choose how he will live his life. Smoking is not a sin, even though it may have negative impact on one's health. Number uno is saying, why is it always about what a woman wants, but hardly about what a man wants? If women want rich men, then they should also understand that a rich man's resources is not for just one woman. LOL. Number uno says, good one there, Chemo. You said it all. Let them come. We the rich men are also waiting for them. Number uno still says, so when are we going to talk about women also bringing something onto the table? Why always men? We the rich men also want rich women. Women shouldn't only think about getting men to take care of them. Number uno says, Kojo Pa. He said, I give. Rashid said, he says, I don't agree with you, Roland. I don't agree with you. Whether you are rapping or maybe your last comment.
Yeah.
Let's wrap up. Our time is up.
The advice is solid. It's straightforward. She's an experienced woman, and she understands life. You see, young boys who didn't understand what the woman, they will try to defend, but they are practicing the same thing, but they will try to defend
like
it.
Today, the girls they are rolling with.
Oh,
today buy a car right now.
I will. Of course, they know the kind of women they want.
People buys a car right now.
When
drive around them
when those women are out, or the other. When the women are passing, when the women who are the aspects, when they are passing, come and see their eyes open like this. Say, Charlie, this is what I want. But I say minty. Family we almost No. Yes, sister, I know the answer on that. That is when you want to. If you want to come down, if it's about a pee, you come down and you chop. But there are certain level how the whole control they are. Yeah, so women. But it's unfortunate love doesn't work that way because there are emotions. So at times when your emotions cloud your senses, you wouldn't look at that because you see that boy that you're so much attracted to. You don't care about whether they have it or not. You don't care about whether they can leave you in the future or not. But the woman also mentioned that in this current dispensation, that is what is happening. And it is true in this current dispensation that you can't hold people so much to they cheating on you or the fact that they are married. It's becoming normal. Like even now, men are even protesting that you can't tell me I am for you alone. Society is now normalizing men cheating on their women. It's becoming so normal. So yes, if you have that will and you have somebody who has something valuable, go for that person than going to build with somebody who eventually may leave you and all your sacrifice. By then you would have given birth like 3 or 2. That is the saddest part of it. So no man will even want you because you have spent like 5-6 years with this man, and now that God is blessing him, and you could have gotten something meaningful, the man will now start chasing other women, and you have 2 children. Where are you going to? But if there's somebody who has something that is good, I think they can take care of the case for you, and you'll be okay. Your case will have some bright future and all of that. So it's a solid advice.
Okay, Chamo.
Before I say anything, let me say big shout out to Amponsah.
Oh, okay.
On Wednesday, he gave me a very pleasant surprise, and I couldn't say it that time because show was something. So I think big ups to him. I mean,
shouts to Amponsah.
Amponsah. Yeah, shout out to him. I'm very grateful for that gesture. Okay, so yes, the advice I think is partially good. The ladies should think about it, but be careful not to overprice yourself because for the ladies it goes with age. When you are aging, your price will come down. When you are going up, because it's one of the factors that will make the man leave you at some point. Because the time that they are building with you, you are young. so they will do it with you. But when they get to a certain point, they will feel that you are old for
tired.
them. So they will move on. So the ladies
different
should,
taste.
yes. So the ladies should also be careful not to waste their time just looking for what they wish for. Emotions. Instead of getting what they need, they will wish for something bigger that they will not get. So they will wait before they realize they are losing, because there's a biological clock on how they live their life. I mean, when you are aging as a woman, you lose your value, certain values that you had. Even the men approaching you now, you see the difference. Difference. So yeah, they should be careful and choose right. I mean, so me, I'll go with the lady that choose the right person to help you, but you should be also careful not to waste your time, because you are using your wish to make the decision. That will not help.
Okay, Ro, quick one. I'm sure you have just finished talking, so
let me wish our viewers a happy holidays.
Kill Jizzle for the Roland is speaking like a small boy.
Yeah, for sure.
He will surely grow up.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
Small boys.
Yeah. He will surely grow up, and after some years, he will look back at this Victoria and laugh.
And laugh. Happy family. Man, can you
wish our viewers a happy holidays?
Yeah, happy holidays.
Yes, and also say that. Yes, as much as you, the lady, want something from the man or a man that you want, know that these men also have what they want. So if you become what somebody wants, if you are able to position if you are able to also position yourself into something somebody wants, the person definitely wouldn't bypass you or leave you for another person. So yes, as much as you think you want a rich man, you want a wealthy man, you want whatever, you have your own criteria. Know that these men also come with their own also list or criteria or what they also want. And make sure you also fit into whatever they want. It is not just about building with them, but it's about you building and also being what they actually want. Because you can build with them, but if you are not what they want, they will leave you for other people. But if you are what they truly want, they will not leave you. So take the right risk.
Well, guys, thank you so much for being a part of today's show throughout the week. You guys have been great, and we are so grateful for your contribution to our channel. Let me say thanks to Digital Rasta Currency, who is on camera, and Richie Flex, editor director of the show. Iba Diva says, good evening everyone, happy holidays to all of you. Or Rashid said, he says, Roland, go and come again. Go and come again. Roland, they say, go and come again. Another day some more, I'm sure. Hi, love, we see you. To all the people online, those who sent their comments to us, we are really grateful. You make our relationship so beautiful, and that is what we are hoping for. We pray for long life, prosperity for all of you, and even as we celebrate the Easter holidays, we pray that everybody will be careful in their ways and means. So we surely meet again after the Easter. Sammy Flex, I'm here. I did this with Roland Amate, in Team Dodo, Solomon, Chemo, and Gyakie. We meet again when we have to meet again. My name is Sammy Flex. We are out of here. Bye.